brothers, welcome back to Territorial IO. We are starting off today here in a 35-person free-for-all battle here in Caucasia. Full sending against humans is allowed. We have picked a nice little spot for ourselves right here in the northwestern part of the map. I'm very comfortable with this spot. There is some gathering over here, which is a little bit concerning, but we still have what is going on? The bar is full. The game should be starting, but people are still able to move their spots, so we're not lagging. This is a very interesting situation that's developing here. Is the game not going to go? I've played over 200 games and I've never experienced anything like that, but we do get going. We'll zoom out. It looks like everybody else is at the same pace we are, so it definitely wasn't us lagging. It was definitely the game, so that's interesting. We do have one player over to the east of us. Other than that, kind of seems like a pretty similar landscape to what we thought was going to happen. So we'll enter into our expansion phase, trying to get a good corner of the map for ourselves and see what we can do from here. Now, we do have a good opportunity, I think, above all of our neighbors, to capture to get a good start. I will help. We'll go ahead and accept a truce with you just based off your name. I'm going to trust you. Now, if that is a mistake on my end, I will fully admit it, but I try and trust people in this game, but I'm always pleasantly, surprised to find out that the people you think you can trust are the people you can never trust. So we're entering into the bot phase, not really finding a lot of luck with the bots that we want to be attacking, but we are getting some good hits here and there. Jamie is a bad one. We're going to Beth, though. That will make up for it. And Leah over here. There's just a ton of bots around us. We have a lot of things to push through in order to get any kind of reward and any kind of land from this. So we'll just keep going through here. We do have some more opportunity. There's no real growth strategy in this other than to get big. There's just so many bots around me that there's no real great direction to grow. I'm not really trying to cut anybody off. CHN Blue Leaf down there isn't really fighting me for bots, so I don't really need to be fighting him for bots. I can take my time on this and push down south to make sure that I get those bots. So I will help has betrayed us. That is good to know. Once again, well, like I said, the people you think you can trust are the people you cannot trust. We also have player 556 who is a bot. I'm just going to ignore that for the time being and hope that they fight each other, trying to get the rest of this land over here. I think it'll be more valuable. We are also getting attacked by the player below us. I cannot even begin to understand what language that is. So we'll have to fend off that. We're also now getting attacked by the bot, but the bot is now weak enough to the point where I think we can push into it. So push into it we will. And we're still getting attacked by I Will Help. It's very interesting that he's attacking us so frequently. He might be new to the game, but we have now kind of come to the point where we can kind of counterattack. We are in third place with 500,000, so let's give him a big attack right there. We immediately get attacked by the other player with the strange alphabet. Let me know what that alphabet is. I'd love to be more educated on this fact. He does offer us a truce, as well as Blue Leaf will accept those two truces and start pushing into I Will Help. He is going to go down and pay for this. I'd much rather be saving my troops and fighting somebody else, but he full sends. We get him out the way. We don't get all of the land, but hey, that's helpful. Let's get a truce with Argentina. He did kind of help us out there with I Will Help. Very much appreciated. So at this point in the game, we are just focusing on saving up troops. Saving up troops is what we need to do. If we were a little bit stronger, not getting attacked, we could have potentially had some opportunity. Russ over there is very, very strong. He's sitting at about 60,000 troops, but has a lot more. 60,000 pixels, but has a lot more troops than us. So we will need to be preparing for that battle. I doubt he's going to get taken out before. I imagine he's going to be a late game opponent. Now, I really want to keep this truce with Blue Leaf for as long as possible. I'd love to attack the person below us, just to kind of make him pay for the treachery that he displayed by attacking us. But that will have to wait for another day, as we need to get to red interest first. Now, if he had not attacked us, I'd probably go into Argentina at this point, and that might benefit him as well, but it's not going to happen that way. We could still go into Argentina, but he's been a good ally up to this point, and I think we could use him to attack this person below us. So we are sitting at red interest now, and Argentina's signaling that he wants to be in first place. Okay, so let's start attacking this person, start whittling him down. We do see some boats coming up from, I believe that is Void, looking like they're going to get those two islands right here. So let's go ahead and pop these two just to prevent any kind of future shenanigans, if you will. And we do get counterattacked, but this is a fight we will win as long as Blue Leaf doesn't join in. I don't imagine he will. That would be quite the coalition to come out in the early game with a bunch of weak players. As this player does leave, he becomes a bot, which is great luck for us. Argentina is helping attack the bot now that it is a bot. and the bot's now going into Loki. So everybody but us. So we will just quickly wrap up this player down here, give that extra attack just to make sure that we are able to get the mission done. And I wish I shared borders with Loki, but I think it might be time. Yeah, Russ is getting absolutely huge. Okay, so I would keep Argentina around in normal circumstances, but because of how big 30 Russ is, we need to be ready to fight him. He's not going to go away on his own. We are going to be a bastion of having to attack him. That responsibility is going to fall on us. So we do need as much land as possible, and unfortunately that land has to come from Argentina. So Argentina, if you do watch this, please accept my dearest apologies. I hope you can understand the logic behind this, but getting your land is going to be very imperative for me being able to win this game, or at least put up a fight against 30 Russ, because he is just going to be so strong. Even after we get all of Argentina's land, we're sitting at 108,000 pixels. The crown still has 144. So let's go into Loki next. I do see that FA European is getting attacked by Void. That is a fight potentially that we can reap the benefits of, but without being involved in. Unfortunately, he does become a bot. I was really hoping that European would full send on Void and I could just swoop in for the land. So let's grab all this. Void has full send. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, well, let's try and grab all this land all at once. This is going to put us in a dangerous position. I don't know who we're going to be touching borders with, but let's try and grab all of this. Player 324 is also attacking Loki as we move into Void. I don't think he sees Void going in, so let's take out the rest of Loki over here and see what that's going to do for us. We are sitting at about 8 million troops, which is a lot less than I would like, especially now getting the crown, especially now that we touch borders with Russ. If he's smart, he's going to go into us right away, and he is. So a very dangerous situation for us. We need a coalition. Blue Leaf does full send, so we will get a little bit more land off of him, but we don't have the troops to support it. Russ is probably going to keep attacking us. Now, we do have the yellow and purple players below us that could potentially shift the game, if you will, but they are sitting on max cap to both of them. Let's see if we can get an alliance with either of them, as we're just having to eat these huge attacks by Russ. There's nothing we can do. If we counterattack, he is wasting a lot of troops in this. Hey, do you guys want to go into this guy? Look how weak he is. You have more troops than him. But if we counterattack, we're just wasting troops. So unless somebody else gets involved in the game... Now, the only exception to this is I might counterattack to see if I can inspire others to attack with me. But Russ is saving up his troops, so I'm going to take this opportunity to save up my troops. I'm only 40,000 pixels behind him, so not the end of the world. We still have a competitive chance here. We just need to kind of wait for the right opportunity to strike, which does unfortunately involve letting the crown build up his troops, but that gives us the opportunity to build up our troops. Let's see if we can get either of these guys to attack Russ. Do you want to do this? Yes or no? What do you think? Do you want to be involved in this? Like, are you allied with him is basically what I'm asking, because if you two are allied, the game is over. There's nothing we can do. But we are seeing on max cap, he's going into player 324. That's not the best play. Russ goes into him. Perfect. That's huge. That is a gift. If Russ had kept attacking me, then I think the game is over. But now that he's attacked the purple player, I imagine the purple player is going to want to attack back. And he's doing it with so many troops that we actually have more troops than he does. And we're able to push this advantage. So I am attacking quite frequently. We're only 10,000 pixels behind him at this point, less than 10,000 pixels. Even with that big attack, we're very close to catching up with him. The purple player is attacking as well. So now we have a coalition to fight the crown. And this is very important. Player 324 has attacked me. That's very interesting. I don't understand his logic behind that, because if I was going to full send Russ, he would get the land, but now that he's attacking me, even if I did still full send Russ, he would still get the land. So why is he trying to take down the person who's trying to take down the crown? It's a very interesting maneuver. There's nothing we can do about it at this point. Maybe that's his logic behind it, because we do have to keep focusing in on the crown. We cannot abandon this attack because Russ is attacking us. We don't know what our purple ally is going to be able to accomplish without us, as Russ again gives a massive, massive attack. We're just going to have to keep up the pressure here. Even though we are getting attacked, we're going to have to keep the counterattacks up to hopefully inspire our buddy to the south to give an attack. He's giving very small attacks, but maybe they're big attacks in just wide borders. That's very possible. So let's keep up the pressure here. We are slowly catching him. We're back down to 16,000 pixels and right back up to about 20. So this is a lot of give and take. But now the player to the south is very much competitive with Russ, and the two of us combined still have a chance. Now, I'm very much expecting a full send from Russ. He's down to 13 million, 10 million. He's really going, absolutely, pedal to the metal on this. Let's give an attack on player 324 for a second. Say, hey, stop attacking me. I don't want to fight you. Well, now we need to turn our attention back into Russ. Now we have a really good chance of getting this done. It's either Russ or Roos. I understand the pronunciation. I'm just not sure of what his intentions are. So we have more troops than him. We do have the crown. Hopefully our buddy to the south doesn't stop attacking and continues on this path. And he does. So that's really good. If he had stopped attacking, then I would have been alone against 30 Russ and player 324, which would have been tough. But 324 has stopped. I imagine he's setting up his troops there for a big attack. And that's what happened. We do get full sent on, a very painful full send, but we're able to jump on this. Now, we will not have anywhere near as many troops as our buddy to the south, as we desperately try and boat in, but I keep fat fingering. There we go. Okay, so we get a little bit of land out of this. We end up about, with him at 321 pixels, we're at 270. So we're at the point now where we can accept the loss and let our ally win. Or we can push for the victory ourselves. 324 does accept our alliance. And nothing's happening right now, giving me the opportunity to build up my troops. Our buddy wants to attack. So I'm going to say, yeah, attack 324. Do that. Let's see if we can get the same kind of thing to happen twice. Where if he attacks in, and he does, then we can attack the crown. And now that we have 324 potentially on our side, the tides have changed ever so slightly. Now, he still has about a 9 million troop advantage over us, as he does give a counterattack. But with 324 hopefully being involved, yes, he is involved, we have a real shot of winning this. We just need to keep up the pressure here. Even though we don't have as many troops as he does, it's the same story, different chapter. Just keep up the pressure and hope that he missteps. He is offering us a truce, and I do feel bad for betraying him. But, everyone wants to play for the win. Everyone wants to win, and I am one of those people. So, again, if you're watching this video, Mr. Purple Player, I do apologize. I hope you understand my reasoning for this, but I want to win. I want to get the crown. That's the entire point of this game. And if we can do that with a little bit of sneakery, I think it's well worthwhile. So we'll keep up the pressure here. As 324 is taking the brunt of the attacks, now the Purple Player has changed his focus in on us, but we're getting closer. He's at 321, 319 pixels. We're at 297. We are very, very close. And a couple more attacks in here, we will be able to get this done, as he's now focusing on us a lot more, allowing 324 to get some cheeky attacks in himself. So we are sitting only about 10,000, 15,000 pixels behind. He is offering us the truce, but I need the crown in order to get that truce. And we'll see what the landscape develops as now we almost have the crown. We're so close, even though we won't be able to hold it because he does have about 5 million more troops than us. If we can just get a couple more attacks in, there we go. We get the crown. Now, we'll probably not be able to hold it because he does have 5 million more troops than us. Let's give another attack in here just to keep weakening him. So, the goal here is to keep up the pressure until we safely have the crown, then save up. And once we save up, then we'll continue on the onslaught without having to fear of losing it. And now we've switched positions. We have 311,000 pixels. He has 299. So we can save up here a little bit, get a little bit of breather for everyone involved. And a nice little attack in there just to, once again, whittle him down a little bit. I'm a little bit worried about what 324 is going to do. He has proven that he is a little bit of a turncoat on this and is very opportunistic. I'm feeling bad about that. Let's see if you sign a non-aggression pact and we could just peace out of this. I don't really need to take you out. I've gotten the crown, and I do feel bad for betraying you, especially because the only reason we were able to take out Roos was because of you. He's not accepting the truce, so we're not going to give him the opportunity to build up. He wants to go into 324. That's an interesting proposition. Let's vote for peace. So the peace option's there. Everyone can vote for peace. We can end the game right now. Until that's signed, I think I'm going to keep going into this Purple Player and start knocking him down. But if his real issue is with 324, there might be a way to get around this. And yeah, he's giving big attacks into 324. He really wants him gone. What we'll do is accept the truce. He wants to go into 324. We have the crown secured by a good margin. So let's just separate the two and see if we can vote for peace. So 324, you betrayed me a lot, and you were part of the reason I had such a struggle. So now that we've separated the two of them, we'll let 324 stay alive, get to the end, and we'll just kind of vote for peace from here. This has been a great game, so let's vote for peace and see if he accepts that. If he doesn't accept it, then we'll just continue to whittle him down piece by piece. But at this point, the game is ours. There's nothing he can do about it unless we drastically mess up. And he's not voting for peace, so let's give a little warning shot. And get ready. Okay, perfect. So he does vote for peace. And so as we start to wrap things up, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you made this far in the episode. If you haven't made this far in the episode, hey, give it a thumbs up. Really helps out a lot. If you're new around here, subscribe for more. I put up videos every day. But boys, I will see you in the next one.